How we doing today, Bears fans and football fans in general, man? Anybody that just love the NFL, love football. Welcome back to another episode of Bears Focus Podcast, baby. I'm back. It's your host, Collin. And you know what we here to do again, man. We here to talk about these Bears, all right? Talk about this game against the Detroit Lions. We're going to talk a little bit about some other things coming up this weekend. Should be a real big sports weekend, man. We got Noche, UFC Noche. We got Crawford versus Canelo. All right. We got some really big things happening this weekend. NFL is back. All right. MLB is still in full swing. Playoffs kicking up. So let's go ahead. Get right into it, man. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all tune in for all the videos and all the content that we drop this NFL season. So starting out, man, we know we all heard it. We all saw it. And if we haven't, I guess I'll be the one to break it to you. It looks like the Bears are officially going to be moving to Arlington Heights. Kevin Warren dropped a nice little letter, I guess, explaining to everybody, about the move, what went into the decision, basically what they look forward to with that move. Obviously, I've only known the Bears to be in Chicago my entire life, right? They've been here forever. So seeing them now leave, go to another town, city, whatever, suburb, it's still in Illinois, not even far from Chicago, 45-minute drive, maybe, like 30 minutes probably max on a good day. Not that far, but it's not Chicago. That's the only thing, is it's not Chicago. The Chicago Bears are now going to be the Arlington Heights Bears. And hey, maybe it'll be better having the dome stadium, somewhere outside of the city where we can host a Super Bowl, a Final Four, a Big Ten championship, or whatever it is, right? We can do a little bit more. And I don't know. I just think that dome would be better in Chicago, right? Who wouldn't want to come to Chicago? Play your Final Four, play your NCAA championship game for, the football season, whatever that is. I can't remember right now. The championship, BCS, whatever concerts, right? Avoid a big stadium like that because it's winter in Chicago and it's snow and you're right off of the lake and it's going to be cold. I get it, right? You want the dome. But even that, man, the Chicago Bears being in the dome is also strange just because it's the Chicago Bears, bro. They should be outside. We should be in the snow, in the elements, in the weather, right? Similar to how the Packers are. But hey, I think it'll still be decent. I don't know, maybe it's just posturing for them to get the city to up more tax dollars and subsidize a little bit more in the stadium. Who knows? We'll see in the next few years how it goes. Kevin Warren's talking about hosting a Super Bowl by 2031. That means that the stadium will have to, at the very least, be built well before then. So who knows, man? We could be looking at the Bears moving in the next 2 to 3 years. Really, that's all I got for that. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the move to Arlington, if you're excited for it, if you would prefer them to stay in Chicago. Let me know down below. But getting into this Bears-Lions game, it's kind of, I hate to say it, and this is only week 2 in the season, it's kind of a must-win game for the Bears. Probably for the Lions too, right? The Lions did not look very good in their first game against Green Bay. Now, Green Bay came out and they looked really good, right? They came out and looked really good. I'm actually really shocked about how their defense looked, but it's not about them. Lions. I'm really shocked about how their offense looked and their defense. More so the defense than the offense, because you kind of had to guess that some things would change with the offense. It would take a little bit more time for them to find their groove with Ben Johnson being gone. But defensively, I kind of thought that they would still have it and just pick up where they left off, adding a few more pieces, from injuries that they suffered last season. But, no sack for the Lions last game. No interception, no turnovers or anything. And they gave up 27 points, right? So, not the best game for the Lions. But again, this is kind of what you had to expect with them losing their offensive and defensive coordinators, right? This is kind of that change that you got to go through. So the Bears, though, they started out the game really good. Caleb Williams, 6 for 6, 60 yards, ran in a touchdown. Defense is out there flying around, making plays. We're getting sacks. We're getting in the backfield. And okay, we get into the second quarter. All right, still making some plays, still making some moves, but the scoring is lightened up. And now the second half, offense can't move the ball. Defense can't stop, all right, the Minnesota Vikings offense from moving the ball. We just fell apart in that second half, and really, we don't need to see any more second half fall aparts, right? Breakdowns. We don't need to see that anymore. What we need to see now from this offense, from this team, we need to see a full game. All right. We need to see a complete 4 quarters of dominant football. We need to see the offense come out. I know Ben Johnson talked about it in one of his press conferences earlier this week. He talked about, hey, I just need to call more run plays, right? And I'm kind of there with him. I would like to see Swift have a little bit more chance to do more, but he caught a decent amount of run plays, I think, and Swift was sitting there with a 3-yard average. Not very good, man. Just not very good. So call more run plays. Blocking has to get better, right? To open up those holes, obviously, for Swift to even run through and make some plays, right? Get more yards. So it's all facets of the game. And then on the defensive side, man, I know Sterling gonna do it when we hop on the live. Well, I'm gonna do it here for him now. We got to see Sweat go out there and make some plays. I get it. He was in the backfield. He got a couple, TFLs, tackles for losses. But no, we need sacks, big dog. All right, you're a top 10 highest paid defensive lineman in this game. We need to see sacks out of you. That's what you're here for. Sacks. You're supposed to be the guy that leads this defensive line on that edge, and you're going to be our sack leader. Right, you're going to eat the double teams, beat the double teams, and still get to the quarterback and cause havoc. So that's what we're waiting on, man. That's what we're waiting to see. And hopefully this weekend against the Lions, he can make it happen, right? Go back there, get a couple sacks, get Goff into some trouble, into some bad spots, force him to make some mistakes, all right? That's what's going to help us win this game. Now, Caleb Williams, let's talk about him. Let's go back to the offense. I know I kind of ranted and went off a little bit looking at the stuff, the nails, the fingernails thing. That was very frustrating, right? And then seeing the play and the flailing around. I saw on Twitter and everywhere else, people were talking about his undershirt, that stupid undershirt. And that looks so stupid too. But obviously the big thing is, bro, be accurate. Stay on timing. It seems like, and I said it, after the game with my recap, seems like he got comfortable out there and just kind of reverted back to, old bad habits. Stay the course. Got to stay the course, right? It's a long season. And again, I get it. Game 1. I don't want to overreact, but I'm a fan. Okay, I'm a Bears fan, and I'm going to overreact. Sorry. It'll happen. All right. When we lose, they're the worst team in the world. When we win, they're winning the Super Bowl. All right. But we're going to try and keep that balance because we need that, right? We need that balance. Again, it's a long season. We got 16 games left. So, Caleb, we got to see him be more accurate. All right. And I think Jordan Love had a pretty decent game against the Lions. Let me see what his His passing totals were 16, 22, 188, 2 touchdowns. Not a bad game at all. Not a bad game at all. If Caleb Williams does something like that, really good game, and we probably win. We probably win as well. So let's see him be accurate out there, man. We need the accuracy, all right? Our guys is getting open. He missed some open receivers. Missed DJ Ford Tutty. We all think Justin Fields would have hit that. People are saying Bajan would have hit that. Now, I don't think that we should put Bajan in just yet, all right? Give Caleb Williams some more time. This is year 2. This is year 1 in a new offense. New head coach, all new coaching staff, right? Let's give the kids some time. Let's let them work these things out, right? I know I talked about Sweat, but the rest of the defense. Hopefully we're getting Jalen Johnson back, Kyler Gordon, TJ Edwards. Hopefully the defense is getting healthy as well, because I know that also makes a huge difference when we're missing 3 of our top defensive players, right? We missed them, and that showed. But hopefully they come back healthy. And I think that when they get back healthy, whether it's this game, whatever game it is this season, that'll only 10x what our defense is, right? We saw the effort and how they were flying around early against Minnesota, even still making some plays late there, right? We saw how if we had all of our guys, it could have been trouble, right? Jalen Johnson back, getting him on whoever the top receiver, whatever team it is, right? Kyler Gordon in that slot. Tyreek Stevenson, if he can just continue to hold up, right? Just hold up, just enough on that outside, we still have a really good defense. And then Tremaine Edmonds and CJ Edwards in there at linebacker, Sewell coming in as well, making some plays. Our defensive line, man, Odingbo called his name quite a few times, all right, during that game. Pleasantly surprised, because I didn't know really what to expect from him when he was signed in the offseason. I hadn't watched too many Colts games to really see what he brought to the table. But seeing him out there, seeing him make plays, all right, Post, that might have been a good move. All right. Dexter, coming alive, game 1 of the season with a sack. Grady Jarrett in the backfield making plays, causing havoc. All right, Sweaty was back there a couple of times too. But again, we just expect more, right? So it's not even that he played terrible, he played shite, anything like that. We just need to see more. We got to see sacks on the board, all right? That's it. We want to see the sacks, Sweat. Get us some sacks, dog. 10 to 12 this season. 10 to 12. Now, if the defense comes in and everybody's healthy, everybody's good to go, I'm expecting them to continue causing troubles for these Lions. I know Dan Campbell said, we're going to win. They're going to win this game, according to Dan Campbell. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I see it going the other way, right? If their defense won't get any pressure on Caleb Williams, similar to how they didn't get any on Jordan Love, then I think that Caleb is going to be pretty good. All right. If he's not getting a lot of pressure and he doesn't have to do all that shifting and running and stuff, pretty good back there. So let's see how it goes, man. I think it'll be a really good game. I think it'll be a really big game. I know I'm going far saying it's a must win. For the Lions, I definitely think it is. For the Bears, they have to at least get the first win for Ben Johnson, man. And then we don't want to go down 0-2 already in the division. Let's not do it. So, score prediction. Man, this is going to be a good game. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. Sunday, 12 o'clock. I'm going Bears for the win. Score. I think the score will be 28-27 Bears. Close game, tough game, but I think the Bears pull it out. I think they pull it out. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. All right. If you agree with me, will the Bears win this game? All right. And then drop your score predictions down there as well. Now, let's get into some plus talk before we get out of here, man. Like I said, we know we got some big things coming up this weekend. Canelo versus Crawford. Got to talk about it. Probably the fight of the decade, right? Two of the best fighters we've seen in a long time. Now, I'm not that big on boxing. I'm more of a UFC guy. But who doesn't want to see a good fight, right? Who doesn't want to see two of the best going at it, blow for blow, pound for pound, to see who gets all the belts, man? And like I said, because I'm not too much of a boxing guy, I can't give too much insight into styles and all of that. But I'm going to just say this. I think Terrence Crawford is going to win this fight. Canelo's still a world beater. Still got that nasty left. But I think that Crawford is going to be a little bit different from what Canelo has seen before, right? He can give him a little bit more than what Canelo has seen before. Crawford is probably going to get a few knockdowns of Canelo. Will he win? I know I'm going for Crawford, but as I'm thinking it out, I don't know, man. Boxing is such a weird sport with the things that they take into consideration with how they choose winners, right? For the judges. They may look at it like, Canelo's been so good for so long. We can't tarnish his legacy. We got to give him the win. So it may come down to Crawford has to knock him out to capture that win. Because if it goes to the scorecards, it could be that the judges want to preserve his legacy. And this is one of my buddies said earlier. So I think it makes sense. I think it's spot on. I have no reason to think otherwise about Crawford winning, except that I've seen Canelo plenty of times as well. So for me, it really truly is a toss-up, but I am going to go with Crawford in this one. And man, I hope it's a good fight. Saturday, I think it's on Netflix. I don't know. If not, I think we all stream our fights and different things on different sites anyways. So however you get it how you live and enjoy the weekend. Couple more things. Josh Giddey finally signed with the Bulls, 4 years, $25 million a year. I guess, I guess. I don't even know what to expect from the Bulls this season. I'm kind of done with them, to be honest. I'm kind of done with the Bulls. We know they're going to retire Derrick Rose's jersey this season. Shout out to Derrick Rose, Chicago's very own. But that's really all that I care about for this season. I don't think they're going to win anything. I don't think they're going to do anything. They're going to be exactly where they've been the past, 5+ years? 7, 8 seed, probably 8, 9, actually. Some weak mid first round pick between 7 to 14, somewhere in there. What are we doing? I just don't care about the Bulls anymore. I don't even know. I don't care. Shout out to Josh Giddey. Congrats on the contract, but Bulls need to do better, man. Closing out here, it looks like the NBA or WNBA season coming to a close here. Sky, terrible season. Terrible season. Terrible season. I really can't say what was good from this season, except for I did see some improvement from Angel Reese on the offensive side and, hitting those layups. I did like when they were playing through her a little bit, getting her more assists, letting her just touch the ball and the offense run through her. But they still played terrible. And then they tried to suspend her, dog on her for saying, we need better players. We need more. She's not wrong. They need more. They need better players. Why suspend her for that? It's not detrimental to the team. Your incompetence and your stupidity is what's detrimental to the team. Get some better players. Get better talent in there. No way we should be bottom of the league. It's insane. But whatever. Hopefully they get the number 1 pick. All right. Would love to see Juju Watkins come to Chicago, come to the Sky, ball out. All right. This will be huge. Huge for the team. So, man, that's all I got. Bears 28-27 over the Lions this Sunday. Make sure y'all tune in for the live stream. All right. We will be on around 11:45. Start things up. Game starts at 12. Make sure y'all come tune in, jump in that chat with us, and enjoy that game with us, man. And hopefully it's another good one. So, as always, baby, thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bears Focus, baby. Bear down.